Hello wig stylists! This is Melinda from Arda Wigs, and today I'm going to show you a basic spiking demo. You are going to want to use a strong hold hairspray. Hair gels and similar products don't work with synthetic fibers like they do with real hair because they work by reacting with the natural oils your hair makes. I'm going to be using Got To Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray, which is my favorite and most effective brand for wig styling. This is a Jaguar in silver that has been cut from a previous tutorial. This is one of the more ideal wigs for spiking because it's got crimped roots at the base. This allows you to part the hair on top into sections without the lace being as noticeable, and it's also a pre-tease treatment of sorts to make the fibers have an easier time defying gravity. The Vegas, Inigo, and Jareth are also great bases for spiking for the same reasons. First thing you'll want to do is plan out the style by separating the hair into sections with hair clips or bobby pins. This allows you to see how much hair you have to work with for each spike, so you don't end up with too much or not enough fibers in any part of the style. I'm just going to be making about 3 spikes for this demo. I'm going to make this spike a little bit shorter, so I'm going to take my scissors and make several cuts parallel to the fibers, so I've got a hairpiece that will gradually come to a point rather than a blunt cut. Use a fine-tooth comb to get rid of any excess fibers after cutting. Hold the spike up by the tip. Using the hairspray, you can lightly spritz around the spike, but you want to focus more on the underside here and near the base. Don't spray too much or else you'll end up with too much weight and stringy looking fibers. Just a small amount should be enough. Use a hairdryer on a low fan setting to speed up the drying process. You don't want the air being so powerful that it messes up the shape of your spike. Once you've got it standing up how you want, it's time to finish the tip. Spritz it a bit and shape the point while drying it with the hairdryer. Oftentimes hairspray alone can't hold the tip together though, and the strength of the tip can really make a difference on how well your spike will cooperate. I like to use a few dots of fabric glue for a more permanent hold. If you don't want to use glue, there's a product called Got To Be Hair Glue that works similarly, but I've had better control over the tip's shape using the fabric glue. Both of these products dry clear, but they will sometimes make the fibers a tad darker, so use them sparingly. Right here I'm just spritzing the other side of the spike with a little spray and taming the shape a bit more. Spike number 2. I sprayed the underside and I'm drying it from the bottom using a low fan setting. The fan helps hold the fibers upward while it dries. After spraying the end, I didn't like the length, so I trimmed the tip off by cutting in an angle towards the spike. One strand wasn't cooperating, so I shaped it back into the spike with a tiny bit of hairspray in the hairdryer. Spike number 3. This one's going almost straight up, so I'm spraying a little bit around the base and holding the tip up as I dry it. I'm going to make the top form into a curl, so I'll spray it and use my fingers to shape it while warming it up with the hairdryer. If you're using a lot of heat, you might want to hold the shape as it cools. I'm going to use some fabric glue again to hold the tip better. The glue will also help hold the more dramatic curl shape after it dries. Use a hairdryer again to speed up this process. And that's it for the basic spiking demo. I hope this tutorial answered some questions that you might have had and gave you the confidence to take on those spiky anime hairstyles. Thanks for watching and happy spiking!